I gotta ask you a crazy question. Crazy question. Have you ever spoken to a ghost? I mean a real, actual ghost. Or spirit. Well, let me tell you a little story. Now this may take a few seconds. In 1999, on a warm day in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in January, about 64 degrees. And trust me, I don't know what you know about Pittsburgh, sorry about that. But I don't know what you know about Pittsburgh, PA or Pennsylvania, but we don't usually have 64 degrees in January. So we were having this warm day, and I was heading out to an appointment of some kind. And my neighbor, yeah, this is a dog park, by the way. I hope you saw the dog in the video. Baby's over here. Hi, baby. Any rate?
Hey.
It's a cute dog.
So nosy.
Hey, baby. Any rate, there was my neighbor, and she was on the porch. I was getting ready to go out, and saw my neighbor Margie on the porch, and we had some small talk, and I didn't think much of it, but I said to her, Margie, why are you sweeping your porch? You can do that in the spring. And she said to me, well, you never know when you can do it. And I've always been kind of a smart mouth, you know. I mean, in a nice way, but I was kind of a smart mouth. She said, well, you never know when you can do it again. I said to her, yeah, you do. I just told you you can do it in the spring. So that was the last word I ever said to Margie. And so I get into the vehicle, and then 3 weeks later, I'm coming home, and Margie had a tenant. And her tenant and I and Annette was all coming home. We were going to our house. I was getting ready to put the key in the door, and I overheard Annette say to the young lady, how's Margie doing? And the young lady said, oh, she died three months ago in November. And I yelled out, girl, you must be on effing crack. And yeah, I said the word. I said, you must be on effing crack. I just talked to her 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I talked to a woman who had been dead for 3 months. So for a long time, I thought I must have somehow got my months wrong. I must have somehow been wrong about the time I spoke to her. And surely, we didn't really have a warm day in 1999. So after years of thinking about it and thinking, man, maybe I'm going loco. That's the word crazy for a male, a man in Spanish. I thought I was going crazy. So, went to a library and I checked out her death record. Sure enough, she died in November. I think it might have been November the 1st, 1998. So I thought, okay, I messed the effed up. So then I went and I said, do you have meteorological records? And so I wanted to look and see if were there any warm days in 1999 in January. And I don't know if you figured it out yet, but yes, there were. There were 9 days. And the date and the day that I thought that I had seen her, I don't remember the date right now, but the day and date that I thought that I had seen her, well, I guess you already know it was 64 degrees in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Which means I really did speak to a woman who was deceased when I spoke to her. And at the time, I didn't think anything about it. I thought it was kind of weird when she said you never know when you can sweep your porch again. But I didn't really think anything weird about it until 3 weeks later when I said to that girl, you must be on effing crack. By the way, she moved out the following week. I think she might have got a little bit scared. I know I wouldn't have been too thrilled. At any rate, it was kind of weird, you know? And then I started thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And I remembered that she seemed taller or higher up on the porch than she should have been. Almost as if she was floating. And I never did see her feet. I saw her middle and upper body. But yeah, that's a true story. That really happened to me. So if you believe in ghosts, you believe in spirits, I can't confirm or disprove it. All that I know is that somehow there must have been a slip in the time continuum or something. Either that or I actually spoke to a dead person. And I'm not a psychic. I've had them on TV, on Humanity Matters Live. I'm not a psychic, at least I don't think I am. But at any rate, you might be thinking, what's the reason why I'm telling you this? Well, I'm telling you this because I just shared something with you that many people, up until very recently, would have thought you're insane to say, oh, you talk to a ghost, you talk to a dead woman. Now, over the last 15 years, they have all these shows on TV, psychics and ghost hunters and all that stuff. So people are kind of okay with it. But this is still a very personal thing and private thing to share with you. You're probably thinking, well, why the hell do I care? But the point of all this is very simple. To show you I'm upfront. I'm honest. I have integrity. And I'm willing to do things that not just anybody would do. And also, it's also to let you know that I've been pushing, trying to get people to get into my business because I know some secrets about the business that I haven't shared with you on any videos for the most part. Some, but there are things I know about this business that I just won't tell you. And the reason I won't tell you is because, honestly, the truth about it is, the reason why I've been keeping it to myself is if I told you, you would not believe it. But I will tell you that if you go to the website, the letter U, needroadside.com, I can assure you that it is all that it's cracked up to be. Now, you might notice that I blink a lot. And they say that a person that blinks a lot is lying to you. A person that blinks a lot has no credibility. The reason why I blink a lot is I don't sleep all that well. I have what they call insomnia. And my eyes are bothering me. I probably should have some eye drops. But let me tell you about my honesty and my credibility. You don't need to worry about that. Because you can check me out all over the internet. I have 22 seasons as Humanity Matters Live. I've interviewed politicians. I've interviewed 4-star admirals of the Navy. I've interviewed forensic pathologists that are famous worldwide, musicians and magicians, psychics and UFO specialists, you name it. My credibility is there. What I want from you is I do have an agenda. What do I want from you? What do I really want from you? Well, see, unlike most people, I'll tell you what I want from you. I want you to believe that there is something better out there. That you don't have to stress yourself out. You don't have to work 2-3 jobs just to get by. You don't need to live for death. Oh, you probably don't know what living for death means. You probably never heard it. Well, I'll tell you real quick. If you're working every day just to have enough money to survive, to pay the bills, make food, shortage food on the table, clothes on your back, and shelter over your head, it's not really living for life, is it? You can't just go anywhere you want, when you want. When you need something extra, you have to worry about, if I take money from this area, what am I going to do for that? It's called living for death. I want you to live for life. I want you to live for life. I'm going to say it again. I want you to live for life in abundance. So what do I really want for you? I want you to have enough money that money becomes what it really is, a tool. that you give in exchange for something you want or something you need. I want you to get educated on how you can earn this income. And I want you to become a person who, while you earn this money, in the process, you help others. There's a term called pay it forward. That's what I want from you. I want you to join a partnership of like-minded people who are trying to change the world to be a better place. Where even 17-year-old kids, teenagers, can guarantee their financial future by learning these skills and applying them. Oh, I know. Sounds like a bunch of BS. And I've been through the ringer. So believe me, I know. But if you will trust me, Albert Turcaso, if all you will do is simply trust me, go to that website, youneedroadside.com. And if you have questions, email me at actoraj2, the actual number 2, at gmail.com. Hey, I'll answer what I can. And whatever question I don't know the answer to, I will talk to my partners. Who do I know in the business? I happen to know the CEO of roadside911.com. You see, when you go to youneedroadside.com, it then takes you to the main website. And you're going to learn some things that I won't share with you now because it may scare you off. But if you will have faith, if you will dedicate yourself to a new way of life, it's not going to be easy. I'm going to tell you it's going to be ice cream on the cake right away. But if you will learn how to do it and get the ingredients, man, woman, child, you're going to have a wonderful future. Now, I have an assistant in the background. Her legs are getting kind of sore. So I'm going to cut this video, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start another video, but I'm going to give her a New York second to sit down. All I need from you is a commitment to a better life, because you can have it. With that, hey, I'm Albert Turcaso, the host, producer, and writer. And by the way, photographer and videographer of Humanity Matters Live, and of course the podcast, Humanity Matters Podcast. With that, I'm going to say I'll see you in a little bit.